Good day everyone, welcome back to my channel and let's do this simple simulation in Unreal Engine. Let's make a new level. Click File, Next Level, choose Basic and then click Create. Make a new folder and then open your Quixel Bridge. Then download any asset that you want to use for this tutorial. Drag your downloaded asset in the viewport. Click Simulate. You will see that nothing happens. Click the collision, add collision. Look for Simulate Physics on the Details tab on the right side and then put the check on it. When you click Simulate now, you will see that the mesh will drop or simulate, but it seems that something is missing. So, let's add a bounce on it. Let's add a physics material. By right-clicking on the middle, look for Physics and then select Physical Material. Click Physical Material and select. Open the physics material that you made. Also open the static mesh or the asset that you downloaded. Drag the physics material to the collision physical material. Go to the physics material, go to restitution, then adjust to your liking, and then click simulate. Adjust to your liking or to your preferred result. And if you downloaded other assets or if you have other assets, repeat the procedure for other assets. Add collision and physics material. Please do note that you can also make a physical material for each of your assets. If this is okay with you, you can place them anywhere you want in the viewport. If this is okay with you, you can populate them manually or we can do it procedurally, which is going to be done in just a few moments. Delete the assets in the viewport. Right-click in the middle of the content browser, choose Blueprint, and then select Actor. Drag the blueprint into the viewport, and then open it. Now, let's make a simple blueprint. Click the construction script, and then right-click or click the tab on your keyboard and search for Add Static Mesh Component. Drag a line from the construction script and then connect it to the Add Static Mesh component. Look for the asset that you downloaded and then drag the asset to the Static Mesh tab. Click Compile and you will see the asset in the viewport. Remove the asset by clicking the arrow on the right side of the Static Mesh tab. Drag the return value and select Promote to Variable and give the variable a name. Click Tab on your keyboard or right-click on anywhere in the blueprint and then search for Switch on Integer. Connect it to the Static Mesh and then drag the selection from Switch on Int, select Random Integer in Range. Click Add Pin according to the number of asset. Click Compile. While holding the Control button on your keyboard, drag the Static Mesh variable, drag and select Set Static Mesh. Connect the one pin to Set Static Mesh. Instead of selecting an asset, you're going to promote it as a variable and give it a name. Make sure that the variable is set to visible by clicking the icon at its side and then click Compile. Select the new variable that you made and then drag any asset to it. Make sure that there is no asset in the static mesh component. Duplicate or Ctrl-D or copy and paste by Ctrl-C and then Ctrl-V. Delete the copied new mesh variable and make a new one by either clicking on plus icon or just Ctrl+D on your keyboard. Click Compile. Put a number depending on the pins connected on the number of assets that you want. Drag a different assets on each variable and then compile. If you press G on your keyboard, you will see your assets in the viewport. If you click F on your keyboard, you will focus on the selected asset. Repeat the steps. If you want to add an extra asset or mesh, double-click on the line and drag to arrange. Go to the beginning of construction script and look for loop node and then connect it. Drag the last index pin and promote to variable and then rename it. You can give the variables a category. Drag the other variables to the category that you want. You can also rename the variables, but make sure that the variables are all set to visible. Arrange the nodes. Right-click and select Multiply node. Connect the index pin to the multiply node. Convert the other pin to a float. Drag the pin and promote to a variable. Rename the variable. Drag the pin and search for add node. Create another multiply node and connect. Drag and search random float in range. Drag and search for multiply, then promote to variable. Rename the variable. Drag the pin and select Make Vector Net Quantize. Drag the return value and select Make Transform. Connect the return value to Relative Transform. Click the blueprint on the viewport and put a number of the desired row that you want. Do the same for the others. Play with the settings. Open the blueprint again. Repeat the procedure or you can copy the nodes. Connect the node to Z-axis. Connect for the loops and arrange the pin. Test your blueprint. Copy the highlighted node and connect it to scale. Delete and make a new variable. Name it Scale Random. Repeat the procedure for random rotation. Connect an add node and add one. Right-click, and then choose Split Struct Pin. Test the blueprint. Repeat the procedure. Duplicate the nodes and connect to Z and X axis. Delete the duplicated variable, then promote variable, and rename according to pin. Delete the duplicated variable, then promote variable, and rename according to pin. Compile and test your blueprint. Arrange the nodes. Duplicate the nodes. Repeat the for loop procedure for y-axis. Connect the pin to y-axis. Delete the connected variable in the last index named count row. Make a new one for y and z axis. Arrange the nodes. Highlight the nodes and press C on the keyboard to make a comment box. Duplicate to add another mesh and make a new variable. Change the max to 5. Make sure that the variables are visible. Test your blueprint and play with the settings. Replace the mesh and then test it. Let's make a simple set. You can already render this in the sequencer. Hold Alt and drag the mouse to duplicate. This is going to be an optional part. Open the take recorder. Add the material. You can download free materials on Pixel Bridge or on Epic Store. Drag the spawner blueprint into take recorder. To use a take recorder, you need to click Simulate and the record button on the take recorder. Press Alt P on your keyboard and then press record on the take recorder to simulate. Set up your scene. Check the recorded simulation if it's okay with you. If not, adjust your settings and redo it again. Congratulations on your simulation. This blueprint can be used in many ways. You can see that I duplicated the spawner and put it on top. You can set it up according to your needs or according to what you want. Click the icon and select Add Level Sequence. Select a folder, give it a name. Click Track and select Camera Cut Track. Click the camera icon. Feel free to adjust to your preferred settings. In my case, I used the default and just adjusted the aperture. Click Track and select Time Dilation. Put a keyframe on the time dilation. You can follow what I am doing if you want, but you can also put your own settings. Put another keyframe to exit the slow motion. Click Alt P, then click Play button immediately to play while simulating. Animate your camera by putting keyframes along the timeline. Change the engine scalability settings to high or even cinematic if you want. Set up your lighting, and then open your plugin. Make sure to enable Movie Render Queue. You can load your own preset or make your own. These are my basic settings. Pick a save location. This is a time lapse of my previous setup and the set that I used. I also added a rectangular light near the drop point. Import your rendered project, but make sure that image sequence is checked. Add an adjustment layer for color grading and effects. I also added a vignette on the top layer and then color adjustment on the second adjustment layer. I also added a glow effect and adjusted to a low value. And that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this in the future. Thank you again for watching.